Hi friends, we are going to try and see if this makeup dotting method or whatever you want to call it, where you put on everything and then blend, works really good on women over 40. I'm over 50, actually just turned 57 very recently, but we're going to go through this together. I think it will be really fun for you to see the process and see whether or not it can save you some time in your daily routine. And everything that I talk about will be listed and linked below, along with the clothing, fingernails, jewelry, everything. And we have a number system that you can follow along with the products that I'm talking about as I'm using them, so that you can go down into the description box and find the number and find the link if you want to. Those are affiliate links and I appreciate you using them. And I also wanted to show you how I prepped my face this morning. I used the new Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer. I'm really liking this. I like this way better than the Milk Makeup one, and I think it's the first one that's come out that I really am enjoying, because not only does it have the gripping property, but it has the blurring property in it. So it has that little bit of a slip in it. You can tell it has that little bit of a dimethicone base to it, but it's still very hydrating and still, you know, will grip your makeup. I also put on a base for my eyes. This is a new little paint pot, not paint pot. Oh, there's a MAC reference. Just makes me think of paint pox. Paint pox. Good grief, is it gonna be one of those videos? This is the Solo Artist Priming Cream Eyeshadow. So this one, if you know about MAC paint pots, this is like the one that's painterly, and this is the one that's called Debut. And then this one is called Airplay. And this is the one that I used on my eyes, on the lids, all over. Then I used two different mascaras that I'm trying a lot. And I can tell you that I really like both of these. This one on this eye right here is the new ELF Incredicurl. I'm really liking it. It doesn't make your eyelashes curl, but it holds a curl really good. I'll just show you really quickly what that brush looks like. It is a regular brush bristles, and it's got a little bit of curve on it. And then I will show you the Revlon Colorstay Full Time. I like this one every bit as much. I think this one has a little bit better lasting power. This is a silicone bristle brush with different lengths of the brush that you can use to achieve your look. Now that I've talked enough, let's go. First of all, I'm trying out this new Morphe concealer, and I don't know whether I like it or not. This is only the second time I've tried it. I think right now with my little bit of tan, it's a little bit too light. This is how I'm doing my concealer, because I know that if I just put dots underneath there, it's never gonna look right. And you know what? This one is much too light. Okay, because it was too light, I'm gonna switch over to the Catrice True Skin. That is another drugstore priced. This one is in Cool Rose. I think this is going to be a better color. And so I'm going to put a dot right there, a line right there, and a line right there, and one out here. I like to start by spreading that out just a little bit. I'm not going to be blending it, I'm just spreading it. And then once it's spread out, I'm going to let it sit. Now for the fun part. So we're going to start out with a very contour color from Essence. This is Baby Got Bronze, and the color is Moondust. This is a great contour color. Now, I'm using two different colors, contour color and then the bronze color, because back here in my hairline, I love to have a good contour, but I also want some warmth. So we're gonna start out with dotting this contour. I'm gonna do a little bit of contour right here, not a lot. I don't do much contour on my cheeks anymore. Now that my face is kind of fallen because of the weight that I lost, it's a little bit redundant. If I look over here, that's because my mirror's over here. And then I'm going to dot underneath my double chin. And yes, I have a double chin. What you want to do is you want your eye to make this look slimmer. Now I'm going to use another one that is a little bit more warm, and this is from Morphe. You know what? The thought about this is, would it take you less time? Would you have less layers on your face? And you can see how much difference that is. I'm looking like a leopard. See how much difference there is between the warm and the cool. So this is going to give us a little bit of warmth. It's going to mix with that other contour color a little bit. I'm not going to put this to maybe a little bit on the nose. Then you'd have less layers, and then you would be able to just brush it on, and you'd be able to do it quick. The tutorial is going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to be trying to show you how I apply it. This is the new CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer, and I believe this is a lilac color is what they have. And I'm also going to mix it with another one I have. I know I got this last year, but I can't really remember where I got it from. So I'm going to just mix the two together. Sorry about the dogs barking. And then for foundation, I'm just using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation Stick, and it might not be called that. I'm going to need a lot of it, and I know I will. So I'm going to swipe this on instead of dotting. So swipe there, dot down the sides of my neck. I did my self-tanning routine, so this is going to look really light. So the brush that I'm using is a brush that I got off of Amazon, and I think it was $4, this dual-ended brush. Also, you can get 3 dual-ended brushes like this for $10 on Amazon. I know, right? And these are really good quality brushes. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting a lot. At that price point, I was like, I don't know how good it can be. Well, anyway, okay, so I'm going to start with the big end here. And I'm going to do this down here. And they say to start with the lightest color. So I want to even out. I might have to put 2 different, I'm going to use the smaller part. Might have to do 2 different layers. Okay, I'm just trying to blend this. So they said, make sure you do the light color first and then go into the darker color. So that's what we're doing. And I'm using the more smaller end of that brush. I like this little brush. It's pretty soft. So you might not, you know, some people like a little bit more stiff of a brush or a firm brush. I think that looks actually pretty good. I love that makeup anyway. It's a really good one for just quick on the go. I need a better setup. I gotta have a mirror behind this. That's what I need. I gotta find a standing mirror. Anybody know of a standing mirror that could stand behind a camera? Okay, now we're gonna do, the next one would be the blush, I guess. No, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tap out this concealer a little bit. Such good coverage on that Catrice. And then I'm going to, okay, this is the part I want to tell you about. If you get to where that isn't blending, because it possibly dried down, take your brush and spray a little bit of priming spray on it or a little bit of setting spray without alcohol on it. And you might need to tap it in your hand a little bit and then go back in, and you're going to be able to, you know, get that color or get that blush to move a little bit better. That's one thing that I was a little bit worried about, is you dot it around and it sets up, and then by the time you get over there, will it be okay to, you know, blend out because you have taken a lot of time in between. And then we're going to go up here. So there would be a little bit of the blush color left on there. We're going up into the hairline here. And this is the bronzer color. And then I put a little bit of bronzer color on with the contour. So now we're going into the contour and we're blending it. Now I can tell you the part that I'm not crazy about this is this part right here. I'm gonna have to touch that up because my face is really red right there. I have a lot of redness right there. But other than that, and having to spray your brush in between a little bit, I mean, this could be a really quick and easy method to be able to do your makeup. I can see easily why people do this. Now, I never could understand, you know, painting on your makeup and, you know, why people would do that on, you know, I usually put it on my brush or put it in my hand and then pick it up with my brush, which I feel like gives you a bit more airbrushed look. But at the same time, I'm looking at this going, this isn't bad. This is actually pretty fun. So I feel like it's pretty good. And I forgot the chin while I'm talking. Okay, this is what I feel like. I feel like this would be a really easy, fun, go, go, go. If you wanted still the full face of makeup, but you didn't have enough time. I think that this could easily be a 10-minute routine. Take whatever's left over on your brush and put it up on your eyes. I feel like this first coat for me, it's not giving me enough coverage right here. So what I'm gonna do a dot of this concealer right there on those cheeks that are so red. And this is what I normally do anyway. So, oh my gosh, okay, I got too much. See? Those are how these things go when you're trial and error for the first time. I guess for me, since makeup is therapy for me, I guess what I'm looking at is I enjoy the process of makeup so much. And I know that I'm gonna have to put another dot of blush. Let's do that blush right there. And for me, it's just downtime. You know what I mean? It's just time when I have to myself and I can do whatever I feel like. But here's what I feel like about this. This would give you, instead of doing foundation and concealer and powder and then putting your products on over that, it gives you one layer, maybe two if you go over it again like I did right through here. But you wouldn't need to do that. It looks very natural. It looks very, very easy. So, easy everyday makeup, I would say absolutely. All right, let's pull everything together with just putting a little bit extra on my brush from the Morphe stick. And I'm gonna do the eye right there a little bit, just to give a little bit of dimension. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of brown eyeliner on. I'm gonna just use a pencil. Let's stick with the drugstore L'Oreal Infallible Grip, and this one is in brown. I think this might be called brown denim, something like that. And I just want to give my bottom lashes a little bit of definition. Then I don't care what's going on, what makeup I'm doing, I am always going to be putting on a lip liner so that my lipstick doesn't bleed. This one is not dark enough. It does look kind of just like my lip color. And then I'm going to use a NYX Butter Gloss, and it's very pink. And then I'm gonna put on top of that, let me blot that a little bit. On top of that, I'm going to put this Essence Shine, Shine, Shine. I think that's what it is. Shine Lip Gloss. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. And to finish up, I will be doing a little bit of mascara underneath my eyes. Some people like that, some people don't, but I'll do that really quick so you can see. One thing I'm gonna do that I always do after I do anything like this is I get my little sponge out here and pick up any excess so I don't have any creasing. Then I'm gonna take my pink loose powder from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna just try and load this brush up a little bit. There's not enough on there. Okay, so I just dipped it down once. Now I'm pushing it down into the brush and now I'm tapping it off. And I would like to dispel the shine here really lightly underneath your eyes. Don't get too much underneath your eyes, or what will happen is you will look dry and cakey. This powder, gosh, I love this powder. I know I talked to you about it very recently. It's made with cornstarch and mica, so there's no talc in it. So it still leaves a little bit of luminosity, but boy, does it take down the shine. Let's do some LA Girl setting spray, fix and set makeup. And I really like this one. That's gonna take all that powder and mesh it together. Okay. There you have it. Is this a routine that you might try that would be easier for you, or do you feel like this is just too much work? Is it something that you would enjoy once or twice, but you're like me and you enjoy the process of actually doing your makeup? I love sitting down, being creative, that kind of thing. Or is this something that you think is really fun and could really work easily into your everyday routine? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to hear that from you. Thanks everybody for being here, and I do appreciate you all very, very much. Don't forget to subscribe if this is the first time, or if you haven't ever subscribed before. Subscribing helps me so much to be able to expand my channel, and there's a lot of you that watch me that aren't subscribed to my channel. I hope everybody is doing really well. Stay happy, stay healthy. Come back and see me in my next video. Love you all. Bye-bye.